Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another commentary. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different breakdown. Probably try to give a little more analysis from both sides of this game. This was a fun one. This was Delhi versus Mongols on Lipany. And I'm going to run this through caster mode. I know a couple hotkeys now. And I'll start with Vil count on resources here. Just kind of get a look at where both players are coming from on this. But yeah, this is a matchup I've had a real hard time with over, especially on this patch for whatever reason. Mongols are tough. They're kind of good at everything. They have a lot of different options, especially early. So we're gonna go right along from my point of view and just take a look at my open here. Normally I'd open with straggler trees with Delhi, take a couple passes of wood and then build the mill. But here against the Mongols, I want to save as many of my resources there near the town center as I can in case I get tower rushed. So I start with a lumber camp on the wood and then make the mill. I'll gather my 100 wood and move to the berries from there. So we've got the mosque up, mill's coming up, and I'm already working on forestry. So my first route with my scouts is going to be to swoop up the few deer right around my town center. And then I'm going to shoot across the map and try to find him and see what he's got going on. I'll probably speed this up just a little bit here. Should be getting all these mill upgrades soon. You'll kind of see where I... now that I'm 8 on food, 2 on gold, then I'll end up at 10 and 3 and then rally to wood. Alright, we got the mill upgrades coming in. So, like I said, I head to his side of the map. I want to try to see what he's got going on. First thing I want to look for, one, where's his TC, and then also this Uvu. Because that can tell me a lot too. If he's got the barracks are stable already over and down on that Uvu, we know he's probably looking for some kind of early game shenanigans with spearmen and horsemen and coming over to try to tower us. So, kind of looking around there, you can hear there, I messaged him. I can't find his TC. So we're going to take 4 off of food and age up. Just take 4 off of food and age up, and I take 2 more back to wood. So I'm going to be 4 on food, maintain villager production, and I want to get enough wood to get my production buildings out once I age up. Production buildings and 2 blacksmiths. So I'll rally till I have about 15 on wood over here. And then we did find his town center. Back out of there before I get blasted with TC fire. And again, we just want to kind of stroll around, make sure there aren't any military productions, buildings up and around to come and harass us. Alright, and then once we hit this age up, kind of a trigger for Delhi, so I want to make sure right away I queue up a couple scholars to, I think I took 1 off gold to go back to wood too. Queue up a couple scholars, work on sanctity, work on these eco upgrades, and then grab all the free eco upgrades at my lumber camp and mill. And pretty soon here I'll get textiles, but first thing I'm going to drop that stable. And I think I drop an archery range right away too in case he shows up with spearmen. Then my blacksmiths will soon follow. So I brought my scout back just to kind of see what's around me. In case I gotta bail or get pushed off of this and where my other resources are. And we can see here, we've got a 2 villager lead somehow. So let's speed this back up. Again, I'm gonna head over to his side of the map. Alright, now we're going to go wall that top side. I used a villager because I didn't have any units out yet, and I didn't want to mess around, and now that he's feudal, wait for anything silly to show up. So, send a villager up there to wall that top side. Again, checking out the Uvu, nothing there. Go check his gold, check around his base. Now we also, let's see here, we see 4 of the relics. So we had our 15 on wood. Now we're going to start rallying and moving guys over to food. And we'll work on getting production and work our way towards aging up. So he's coming over to the villagers, probably trying to wall the sacred site, but beat him to the punch. Again, trying to wall up this middle. There's the Khan. He catches my archer, also fighting a wolf. He about gets me, he doesn't get him. Alright. So my scout is back, out of berries, so we're going to move on to the next berry patch. He's really trying hard to cower this area. Here's a spot. I really should have got a villager there. I must have looked away. Let's see, we're about 8.5 minutes in. I'll switch it over to resources in a minute here soon. We've got a slight score lead down. Got some extra wood, so we want to throw up some more production buildings. Got a while before I have to worry about farms, so I don't really need wood for much else. A couple units. Now, probably had Sanctity for a little while here. We're at 9.5 minutes. I'm still not out on these sacred sites. I want to make sure we had that front secure. And also, I don't have my scout back in his base anymore. I'm not sure. I think I lost my scout in that engagement. Oh, that's his arrow slits. So yeah, so I'm gonna send these horsemen back around and see if we can try to see what's going on. So I hadn't moved out. I didn't want to just throw these scholars to the wolves if he had a. I mean, it's hard to have a bigger force than me, but. Alright, so we're heading his way, try to disrupt a little bit. So capture that sacred site. Let's see. Put this palisade up. I haven't walled it off yet. Okay, there's your scout. Oop, lost that one. Alright, checking out that Uvu again. Still nothing. I actually want to see. Okay, I think he's preparing for the next Uvu. Alright, I got the one sacred site. I'm moving over to the next one. And I still haven't quite spotted the third one. How long do we go idle here? Too long. Alright, we found the sacred site. That's gonna bug me. Still haven't queued up a villager. So there's mistake number one, at least. Mistake number two, maybe. I think I will say, so we're getting pretty close now. So he just aged up. We're real close. So we've got 17 units. He has none. And we'll just kind of take stock here. So he just aged up. He doesn't have any units yet. I just lost my scout. Nope, he's there. Yeah, I lost him. Got the two sacred sites. Moving my monks, my scholars onto the relics here to get ready to capture those as I age up. Still haven't walled that off. Okay. Oh, let's go. Probably speed it up here a little bit. Run it up. I've got what's 7 on gold, 22 food, 10 wood. So I take everybody from wood all 10 of them to age up here. So I've got 1,300 wood. Again, until I go siege, I'm not going to need a whole lot here with wood. Like I said, I've got scholars moving out. Get ready to take those sacred sites. Alright, so we're Castle 2. We're, what, a couple minutes behind maybe? So we are at 1, 2, 3. He's going to be 4. And number 5 coming around to take that last relic. First things first, we want to take herbal medicine. One thing I did not do was grab these eco upgrades. The others should come in pretty quick here. So I take those villagers that are aging up, a couple of houses, a few more production buildings, and we're going to start moving into cavalry. Hear all those relics being taken. Finally get that walled off, so we're wood and walled up all across. And we've got him coming in the center. A couple archer casualties there. My scholar, we're going to just put the hold on him. Alright, and now we are producing units. So, he's sticking around here. My real big concern at this point is that we're going to have some surprise Mangadai run through here and go run roughshod through my economy. Now, I haven't really seen much on his side that would indicate that, but so a little bit of engagement here, fighting under the 2 towers. Not ideal. So he's gonna... I'm not doing very well in that trade, so we're gonna back out. We've got backups over here. And back up they do. Alright, and then behind this, we're idle there again. So we've got... Yep, so we got the blacksmith upgrades. Still need to grab that herbal medicine. And we've lost the sacred site. Try to get the Wololo. Doesn't happen. Alright, but we cleaned it up. We pushed him out of here, so we're safe for now. That guy's going to come and take that back. Alright, so we've got the hole in this wall, hole in that wall, and now they are coming through down there. And idle TC time, which is no good. Alright, but what we do have is herbal medicine coming in. We've got all 5 relics coming home. Alright, those crossbows are going to wall that, and then we're going to just try to rally back here. There's our military. So again, still worried about the Mangadai passing through here and coming and just wrecking everything. Again, see him step on that. Not quite sure where he's going. Again, this is still open. I did not realize. Alright, so he comes in, right in on these foodvilles, and also up top on the gold. So what, I lost 8 there, and I did not see this at all. This was disaster. Did not realize that was open. Alright, so we're going to throw an emergency castle up here. Caught those just in time to only lose, what, 20? Okay. So, front's walled. This is trouble. That's trouble. This is still secure up here. Alright, so we got a fight here. We still got superior military numbers for now. But we lost 20 villagers. And he's got reinforcements coming. So we got the castle up, and then luckily this castle provides some pretty darn good protection. So we've got the food here, stone here. Nothing really going on this backside. So, and my wood is here. And he killed everything else, so that's all I've got. Alright, so we get up here, we get the re-wall. So now we just got the hole in the bottom. Not too worried about that, we can take that for a while. And we're going to try to just rally back. So, still pretty even military. You can see... He doesn't, he's struggling on food. He's got wood, but... Alright, we're going to come back and fight him some more. Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job there, keeping everything compact and safe in here. We're going to transition from that food down to the sheep that I've been holding on to. Alright, so we're still out here. I don't have all my units. I'm kind of waiting, because I know this is still open, so we want to see what's going on. So, keeping some back. Now we're going to go take the engagement. Alright, again, he's not really hurting a whole lot out here. Probably could have took that market out. I was using that quite a bit. See, we're still just on 90 stone. 34 on food. I have moved out. I just moved out to these deer. Now that I've got him going backtracking. Also researching village fortresses, so I can use these keeps to try to catch up in that villager department. For killing 20 villas, he's not up very far. He's only up 53 still. He's got one lancer there. He's got 112. Actually got better upgrades than us. We're 121. Still coming. We do have herbal medicine. We are still producing scholars. And we're back on stone. So, take nothing on gold at this point. We're still at 550 a minute. Alright, so decap both of these sacred sites here. So now we just want to plug up this last hole. Looking back here, I don't know. I mean, we have a pretty good idea what his army is, and where they are. My scholars ran face first into that, lost a couple, unfortunately. Scholars doing their thing, holding on to the lancers. And we're gonna pretty well clean this up, so mind you, I did age up with the compound defender, which of course gives us ooh, and we hold on to that scholar. Cheaper keeps. Keeps are 600 stone, and also infantry. Archers, men-at-arms, spearmen, crossbowmen, they can make stone walls. So I'm gonna look to just secure this area up with the stone walls and try to recap these two sacred sites back. Village fortresses, still researching. So take a look at where we are now. We've got I think 5 stables, 1 archery range. Now mind you, the ones that are loaded with a scholar are double production, so it's really 2, 4, 6, it's like 8 stables and 2 archery ranges. Which, from what we've seen from him so far, we like our cav crossbows working out. Cav, scholar, crossbow, and then we're going to take these 2 sacred sites back. Alright, let's speed it back up. Alright, so that stone is gone. Walling up. We're going to take some more stone over here. And our farm transition is starting. We cleaned up these deer. I moved those villagers to the stone here in the corner. And I used the wood chopping bills to move to farms. And then we've still got a few on the sheep. Alright, so just as we are coming to wall the top side and block the other side, he kind of read my mind. So he's actually coming to try to break through the top. So I'm going to bring each one of these crossbowmen here. Just try to throw one tap on each section of the wall so we can get it up here so he doesn't break through. Alright, then mass my army. Right, one tap of the wall so he doesn't break through. Oh shit. We didn't make it. We were one wall section short there, so these crossbowmen are gonna get donated. Thanks for playing. Alright, so they're gone. Now remind you, I've got all these sitting ducks over here in the corner. I tried to pull them as far as I could to the corner so he doesn't see them and delete that mining camp. Just, please don't see me. Please don't see me. And of course, here it comes. Alright, so we're running. Now we did pull our units. Try to save as many as we can. So we're at, what's got 20 villas right now. And then some. Kills another. He gets 5 more. But we cut him off. We're going to take them and build an emergency castle here. Which is fine. Again, more protection in the base. This is going to get mopped up. And the rest are going to hightail it out of here. Yeah, I think we have... So Village Fortress is in. I could be making villagers here now, but I was researching boiling oil. Didn't realize. That one can be making villagers too. Also didn't realize. I'd say again, that's another spot where, I mean, if these guys are either crossbows or Mangadai, that gives me a much worse time than it did there. I probably lose a lot more than five extra villagers. This is a pretty good pick off here, really, meeting him out here for this engagement. Yep, so got that tower with a few units. It's crazy. They can't even outshoot the scholar. We took out the Gur and the tower. He's got a few units there. They're done. So I figured out that I was researching boiling oil over here, so we're going to work on trying to close this villager gap. So down 30 vills, but I'm up a little more in military. Now, I considered falling back again here to try to regroup, or maybe meeting up in the center. But thinking a little harder, I realized I just kind of mopped that army. He probably would have been here if he had a whole lot more than that. Now I still just send the knights, just to kind of probe around, cause some damage, and see what he's got going on over here. Little long distance lumber chopping. Still not using that keep. Alright, we're finding some units. Speed it up a little bit here. Is that the Gur? Alright, ride around with me. Alright, we've got some units. Didn't seem like much. Yeah, I think we just had obviously the better numbers there. He's got a little better upgrades. Alright, again, with just the Lancers, we pretty well cleaned that up. So, we'll take a look. We're still down, what, 25 vills. Finally realized we can produce out of both keeps here. And transitioning to more farms, using the keep as a town center. Also down here, got top and bottom walled off, feeling pretty good about it. And we've got the 2 sacred sites still. Haven't captured this one just yet. And we're rallying our military here. Let's see, 34 to food, 14 to wood. Nobody on stone at the moment. I've got 849 stone. And then my gold is based on the relics and sacred sites. So we'll play on. Just taking more battles out here with my lonely knights while everybody else gathers up back here. So of course he's going to have the reinforcements coming that eventually are going to shut me down here. Finally go to take this last sacred site. We're going to protect it with a keep. Now I'm pretty sure at this point the game's probably not going quite that long. After seeing that little exchange and what I've got to bring to the party here. Just build that gate and we'll let ourselves in. Never did get quite pop capped here, so as we come in, we run up on a nice pack of villagers here. And I hear some siege in the background. What do we have? A traction trebuchet. We've got the shamans trying to keep everybody alive. So I'm not exactly sure what the plan was with these guys. If he thought he was going to break in and try to trip down my castles, or if they were anti-unit, but didn't go so hot. So we know at this point he is he's in pretty big trouble. Now what I will stop to take a look at here is, and look, we've almost pulled even with the villagers. So that means one of two things. I mean, we did get a few villager kills on him now too, so that was part of it. Okay, so we had villagers garrisoned because he thought I was attacking. One thing we did miss was the trade down here. So earlier in the game, my scholar grabbed a relic from over here, and then I also sent horsemen back here and my knights around back this way at one point to check for trade. With the trade post being over here, I thought maybe he'd be running across the map. Turns out he's going from there to there with 24 gold per trip. I don't know how much this would get over here. I'd imagine 100 and something. Usually a little more efficient if you can go farther. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like he ever put his uvu on this stone outcropping, which would give him access to double production on some of these units. I mean, we saw the step redoubt when he aged up with that, so we knew he was taking the gold there. So that's another reason I didn't know that the trade was happening. So, but regardless, you can see he's still got a lot of resources. 4,400 gold. So could have had a lot more production down here. I don't play the Mongols, so I don't know really their food situation, but hasn't used a whole lot of this. Again, we are now up to 52 on food, 30 on wood. Nobody currently on stone. And then the gold has just been passive for the most part. Now that we got 3 sacred sites, we're at 850 a minute with the 5 relics, 3 sacred sites. And you'll see here, I actually pass him in villagers prior to the end of the game. I've still got a few units in queue. Alright, so that is kind of nailed in the coffin there. He's gonna come back. Think he shows up for one more fight? That's all he's got. actually wrote. So you see a pretty big score swing there too. I was down a decent amount there in the middle of the game after he had spiked 20 of my villies. What's he got there? The Kraken. So yeah, again, that was a pretty fun one. I can take a look real quick here at the graph. Fun to be on the winning side of that one for sure. That's one of, like I said, I've struggled with. Vil count. He was, yeah, very flat until I killed some. Now he was going traders, so I don't know if he thought that was just the offset, which he did a pretty good job. He just didn't have enough production. And then towards the end here, economy, I do just pass him. So yeah, you see that's where his economy count goes, but I do just pass him with the villagers. Military count, we had really a numbers lead most of the game. Score, he was hit on score right there until about the end. I killed more. Killed more than I lost. He had more gold, stone, and wood. So yeah, just a little bit of let's say resource misallocation from his end. I probably would have been in a lot better or a lot worse shape had utilized production, but we made it work. So again, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to leave me a rating, leave a comment, and hope to see you on the next one. Thank you.